All right, so you might be looking around and being like, fish room, fish room. We're using that term very loosely right now because if you can see, there's only one fish tank. But this is kind of our rough draft of where we're starting in the fish room. It's a work in progress, and this is the best it's looked since we've moved. If you don't know, we moved different states, and it's been quite the process, quite the chore. We're finally settled enough to where we can start working in here. And I'm going to take you around. We're going to look at all the tanks and talk about what's going on and where we're at with our fish and reptile keeping, because there's a lot of reptiles, as you can see. So let's look at these guys. Why don't you tell us about your green tree skinks here?
These are Lamprolepis smaragdina, otherwise known as the emerald tree skink. Who you see to the left there, that's Ed. That's my only male. So I've had these for probably like almost 5 years. And Ed is a great guy. He's the only one who's handleable. These are all females. You'll notice that some are solid green. Well, one's solid green. The other two are like half brown. They're just variations, probably in localities where they're caught. He won't. They will. The girls are unruly, but he's a good boy. He won't do anything.
So they do like to dive bomb off of here all the time.
They do, especially when they're hungry, which is always. So.
Now I will be turning this into a paludarium at some point. I don't know if these are staying or if they're getting a new enclosure.
Yep.
Because I know you're not a fan of the single door zoom eds.
No.
Because the latches always break, and as you can see, this one is broken
We have
as
a
well.
carabiner that's normally in place there.
And we're going to do the spray foam background. I'm going to do a water feature. This is the paludarium model, so it's got the deeper area down here for water. And yeah, these are going to go into, let's skip these guys for now and take a look at this guy.
He's so beautiful.
So this is what, 24 by 18 by 36
Correct.
tall?
Yep.
And we can open this one too.
Anything could happen right now. We trust him 47% of the time. Look at how beautiful he is.
Repeating, of course.
Look at how beautiful.
We understand that this guy's a little big for this enclosure, but like I mentioned, we just moved 900 miles, and he will be getting... I want to do a custom build enclosure on this guy. We're also thinking about doing one of the grow tents for him, and obviously that would be way easier, but I don't think it would be as fun.
I will point out that with Sylphin dragons, they get nose rubbed very easily from being in glass enclosures. He is not, like, he can get a little crazy, but he has no nose rub at all. He is very, very good in that tank, and he will only be here, like you said, temporarily, so don't come for us on Sylphin dragon. He's very, very beautiful boy.
And as you can see, he still has lots of room to climb.
Yeah, he was just in the water yesterday.
He's just a yearling, so he's still got a long ways to go as far as becoming an adult. Well, let's step back to these guys again. More reptiles. I promise we will get to fish at some point, but this is kind of where we're going, a mashup of fish and reptiles. So we've got the custom 3D wall background. This is the male.
Yes, he's about to shed, so he's really pale right now. He normally has really nice color, but he's super washed.
Female's hiding down here.
She just shed, so she looks glorious.
And this is an 18 by 18 by 36 Exoterra.
Yes.
And these guys are very active, very fun,
love to
very
climb.
Docile.
Yeah, he's a good boy. Oh, he's so sweet.
All they want to do is climb on you. Now I'm not going to be able to get them off.
Yoink.
For such an inexpensive reptile, I don't think you're going to find a better reptile for around $50 to $60.
I will say the unfortunate part about these guys is you are very hard pressed to find a captive born and bred. They just can't do it for some reason.
I don't think they've ever been.
No, I've not heard of any successful spawn. Or
yes,
spawns.
I call them spawns.
I do too, and it just goes whatever. We know what we're talking about.
Okay, let's get to some fish because there's still quite a few reptiles to go. Did we get the carabiner back in here?
No, I did
just
not.
To make sure?
I like to throw caution to the wind. I've had to chase these guys
Zoom
down many
Ed,
times.
You're cool and all, but let's fix the
You have
latches.
good products, but your tanks are. Can we fix it? Can we fix it?
Actually, let's go down here to this tub. There will eventually be a 40 breeder that we just picked up.
Yeah.
Going down here, and those are going in the 40 breeder over here. But can we even see anything?
So they're quarantining anyways. These came from different places, so I'm keeping them in quarantine.
There's a little keyhole cichlid right there.
2 little keyholes in there, and then a pair of electric blue acara, hobbyist bred locally. Really, really stoked on all these fish. These are some of my favorite cichlids. Keyhole cichlids, folks. If you want the most peaceful cichlid that gets only about 3.5, 4 inches, get yourself some keyholes.
They're super underrated.
They really are. I know they don't have a ton of color, but their personality really makes up for it. They're a great little fish, and they would not harm anybody, ever. I couldn't even imagine it. Couldn't even imagine it.
Well, since we've got a view of this gal over here, I think.
She's in deep shed.
Is it a girl or a boy?
I believe it's a female, but we'll see.
I thought the hognose was in here, but I guess things have moved around.
Things have moved because
What is this now?
So this is our king snake. This is a California king snake. Just a San Diego morph, so she's black with a white stripe, but she's so deep in shed, she looks brown right now. This is temporary for her too. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with her, and she's most of the time, like most of our snakes, she's just coiled up somewhere and hanging out. If she was super active, I would definitely have her somewhere else, but I'm going to figure out, she's probably going to get like similar to what the Schneiders are in, so we'll see.
All right, so here we have a 40 breeder that looks terrible, which is 100% my fault. I take full responsibility because I said that this sand is the same as the silica sand that we got in Washington that comes cleaned and dried in a kiln.
False. Well,
washed.
it is kiln dried. That's the real BS part, but it sucks.
And it clearly was not washed. This was even rinsed, and
For a
we're
long
still going
time.
through this. And yes, we have the Aquarium sticker on there. Was a Craigslist pickup, I believe,
Yeah.
for like $10, and couldn't pass that up. And we have some ultra rare fish in here.
Yes.
You can see the blue eye Congo tetras here. And then there's some Nanochromis.
So yeah, those are Nanochromis tugelsi, and they are supposed to be very similar to Splendens, although I don't know if we're fully convinced of that.
They look
But-
completely different to me.
They do. They do look a lot
I
different.
personally, if you see the male here, I've never had a Splendens with the black on the
So that's a
dorsal fin.
female. That's the only female.
Oh.
Isn't this strange? Yeah, that's the only female. The others are
There
all
you go.
male. So that's the female. She has been showing off to all these boys, like going crazy. So I think we actually might get some spawning. I'm really hoping. Everybody acts like spawning Nanochromis is so easy, and I don't think it is. So I'm actually really hot to see if these guys do anything.
Now,
Did you find
this
one?
is really cool. These are Gara, but they're red-tailed Gara, not Panagara, not Gara ruffa, or Gara, whatever, the doctor fish, but a newer species, the red-tailed Gara.
I'm obsessed with these guys. I thought I would be. I think we both looked at them and thought these are so cool. We've been pushing them on everyone who would listen. So I finally just took our advice and I ordered some.
And they were $12 at the web
Such
spot.
a good deal for these guys. These were newly described, or are newly described, just a few years ago. So they've been around for quite some time, like many fish, but only were they given any scientific classification a few years back. They're really pretty. So I think we have a mix of sexes, and I think, the males they're maybe an inch, these guys, and the males are already showing really a lot of red on the tail.
I do want to mention the plants in here. So these beautiful Anubias came from our friend Matt Gray.
They really
who
are beautiful.
Some of you may recognize the name. Just big, large, and in charge. And then this huge mat of Java fern actually came from Aquarium Depot.
As did the wood, this large piece of wood you see here, which I am obsessed with. I love this piece of wood. I picked it out. I love it.
So the water level's a little low. That's by design because we have to drain this tank to
Yeah.
drop the other 40 breeder down here. And so yeah, all of this is coming back out.
Yeah, so thank you,
And-
Matt and Depot, Aquarium Reptile Depot, for all this good stuff, because this tank would really suck without it. We are plant poor. I think we've mentioned this several times, so we're really happy to have this. And next time we're going to buy different sand.
And seeing as how we just moved, apparently we brought no razor blades. So
None. That's why that's there.
that's why that's still there.
My
so
OCD's pain, you guys. Don't even get me started.
let's come over here, move this product placement. And
But really, do buy that stuff. It's great. Both of them.
Do you want to get this
Yeah,
gal out?
she's probably in one of two places.
She's not shedding.
There
is
she is. No, she's fine. I can grab her.
Alright.
That is.
Oh no, that looks great right
Okay,
there.
that's a female hognose snake. That is a little teeny tiniest baby. I purchased her at the Roseville Reptile Show in the summer.
Was your
It's my
gift.
B-Day present. That's right. It was my B-Day present. That's what I said I wanted too. So I actually got what I wanted this year, which is always nice. She was the smallest snake they had for sale. We got them from Geckos Etc. out of Rockland, California. It's a great family company. It's a really nice family-owned company out of Rockland, and like a father, son, daughter, and wife. Just really, really cool stuff. And she's beautiful.
Yeah, she looks great.
She's just a basic one too. I didn't get any more for anything. That is just, if you want a standard hognose snake, that is what they look like.
Now, I love bearded dragons. I haven't kept any in over 20 years, but we saw this guy or gal. At Depot, Aquarium Depot.
Uh-oh, she's a runner. Careful.
I thought she was just absolutely stunning. I love her coloration.
I also think that her tail nip is kind of darling. Like, I don't mind it at all. She's got a little bit of a tail nip there, but who cares? She's great. I feel like she's like most of the bearded dragons I had. She looks like she's annoyed by my presence, but I'm okay with that.
They're always judging you.
They're always judging you. They're the judgiest little lizards ever, but...
And you can hear our spawn in the background. I apologize if that's annoying.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't piss everybody off.
She's loud. All right, so next we have another 36 by 18 by 18 Exoterra with another snake in it. Tell us about this guy.
This is a Northern Pacific gopher snake. At first we thought it was a bull snake. Upon looking at it closer, I realized it is definitely a gopher snake. We actually got this along with every single Exoterra we have, except for actually, ironically, the one that this gopher snake is in, we got given to us by Aquarium Reptile Depot, which has been incredibly helpful getting everybody set up. And they actually gifted us this gopher snake because I was in love with it and just couldn't live without it. And they were thoughtful enough to let me take it. And I am very grateful for that. And we're very grateful for all the tanks because I think a lot of you know we gave away all of our tanks and all of our equipment before we moved. And it's been quite the journey trying to reacquire everything for our animals because they need a lot. So big shout out to them for that. We couldn't have done what we did without that. So
yeah, I'd like to, if you're local, go to Depot. If you're in the Sacramento area, go check them out. I mean, all the hardscape.
Yeah.
We brought actually a lot of the.
Corey gave us a lot of
all
hardscape
of
too.
This type of wood came from the co-op. And then this kind of wood and the cork bark, Depot gifted to us the substrate. They've been so kind to us.
Pretty much everything you see in these tanks came from Depot, and they supplied it for us. Like I said, they knew we had gotten rid of everything. It was a really big endeavor trying to reacquire things that we'd already spent a lot of money on. So they helped us out immensely. They help us out with a lot of things. We had a lot of feeders, just a lot of good stuff. And if you are not local, depotpet.shop. Online shopping, they do ship, which is pretty exciting because a lot of local stores don't.
Sorry to interrupt. They have plants now, and the shipping has come way down on their shipping prices, so really excited about that. We've also, in addition, been scouring Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and that's where all of the shelves came from that we have here. So you'll see there's many different brands and types of shelving.
Which drives me crazy, but that's okay.
That's okay. I don't think we paid more than $20 for either of these, for any of them. And as you know, you get two. So like this one and this one were $20. But so yeah.
Same thing with the black ones. They're $20 for all of it. So.
And this is the first tank that we've actually scaped since we've moved. And I'm looking for the frogs. I don't see them.
She's right there underneath the wood. That's her new spot.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was a rock.
Nope, that's her.
What's, where's the moss at? Do we still have that can of moss?
It's right here.
What, I forget what kind it is.
This is mood moss.
Mood moss, which is this stuff right here.
It's actually really nice.
Yeah, this is just dried up sphagnum moss, nothing special.
Yeah, so.
But there we go. It's a whites or a dumpy tree frog.
That's a female right there. She's quite large. And then the male is back here in the corner.
He's dug out a corner. And we did this nice 3D spray foam background, and I've never seen them on it a single time.
No, they don't care about it
at all. Night, all they do is crawl over the sides of the glass in the front, but the background, they don't care.
This is the moss.
At all. Live
this is
mood moss.
Also from Aquarium Depot, so they have a bunch of this stuff.
Not to
which
get
is
too
really
repetitive on you guys, but they deserve all the shout outs in the world. So there's the big fat female. This was this a Craigslist or a band
I
app?
actually found them on, there is a Northern California Reptile Relocate Facebook group. So I kind of keep my eye out on there for anything super local. And this girl actually worked right down the street from us, and her husband really loved their frogs. They were just moving on and didn't have time, and so she was really happy to find us and to have a good home for them. I told them what we did and what we're all about, and she was very excited that we were getting them. So it was a happy transaction.
So if you happen to be watching, this is their new home.
Yep.
Which is pretty extravagant that they don't need.
Yeah,
But
they don't care at all.
it looks cool, and that's all that matters. So eventually, as I pan back and look at all of these tanks in the room, this one is empty, just waiting to find an inhabitant for him. Eventually, all these tanks will look like this.
Yeah.
They'll be nicely scaped and backgrounded, if that's
Sylph and
a
Dragon
thing.
will be in a different enclosure. Emerald Tree Skinks will be in the Sylph and Dragon's enclosure.
So we still have this entire wall to work with over here, which is where we want to put the Sylph and Dragon in either a custom enclosure or a grow tent. And it's probably going to be a grow tent just because we're in a rental and we're hoping to buy next year, as long as housing costs continue to fall. So keep your fingers crossed for us.
Yeah, no extravagant final enclosures until we buy a house, but a grow tent would be just fine for him. He's not super large yet. He's actually, like I said, he's fine in the tankies, and he sees the dubia roaches next to him, and he keeps trying to get to him. It's fun.
And also, anytime we're in here working, we open up his tank and he climbs out and he pretty much free roams around the room. We don't let the dogs in here, obviously. We just close the door, and so he does get out of there. He does get exercise, so don't
He's all
worry.
over the place.
But I'm really liking how this is turning out. The only thing I don't like is this area right here. It's kind of cramped, but what can you do about that?
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not. And if we move the shelves more this way, then we won't be able to manage with the door and getting stuff out of here. So
It needs to be easily accessible. We need to have stroller area because she comes in here and watches us work. So
Yep. And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it may not look like a whole lot, but I will tell you that getting all the equipment, and getting
I should
everything
close
set
this.
up as much, not that they're going anywhere, getting everything set up, just getting to the point that we're even at right now has taken months, and I'm surprised we got this much done. We've had a lot going on. It's a lot moving states, taking down reptile and fish rooms, redoing them. Not something I wish on my worst enemy, but it's also a chance to do it again and hopefully do it better than before, which is the plan. So
I would like to just interject here. I'm not too familiar with these White's tree frogs, but it was interesting to see that they are nocturnal.
they start waking up around 10 p.m.
And you can come in here at midnight or 2 in the morning and see
all
them.
over the place.
They're super active, which is surprising.
So what's cool too is they don't turn their actual color until they turn on at night. So at nighttime she turns a really pale, like lime green, and the male is a little bit darker, but still they're both green. So she's brown right now while she sleeps, but at night she'll be nice and bright.
Now, we have a lot of other projects to work on too. Not only do we have to get all of these scaped and backgrounded and planted, let's go take a look at all of our other projects in the garage. So we've got a few more Exoterras out here. An 18 by 18 by 18. This one I'm really excited to scape. It's a 24 by 18 by 24. I have no idea what's going to go in them, but all I know it's going to be tropical because that's kind of my jam. I mean, I love Euromastics. Eventually we'll have a desert set up, but
They need a much bigger enclosure than that.
that's
too.
not for them.
No.
We've got our 40 breeder. Whoops, we've got racks on the ground, still
Rack
need to go
pieces
up.
everywhere.
We've got still this. We've seen these tanks a few times. We finally got spots and people to help. And then this is the current that I'm still working on. I posted this about a week ago, and I'm still just kind of been playing with it. We got all our Eheim supplies. Huge shout out to Eheim. The tanks are Eheim, and they sent us lights, heaters, filters. There's a really nice canister filter around here somewhere that I'm really excited to play with. And yeah, there's so much to do. So if you guys want to see any of this, be sure to subscribe because there's a lot going on. And hopefully these will be here or these tanks will be in the house in the
If you're
weekend.
interested to see a 113-gallon tank full of West Africans, definitely stay tuned because that's what's going in here.
Yep,
I'm
so
really
you saw the
excited.
40 breeder in the fish room in there, or I guess we should just call it an animal room.
Yeah.
Which are these guys here. We'll be going in that 113. And of course, Candy from Aquarium Co-op back in Washington still has all of Chelsea's West Africans.
I would trust no one else with them. Candy, thank you so much. I don't even have words. If I didn't love you enough already, you're the only one I'd want taking care of my West Africans.
Look how big this Java fern is. I'm going to reach in there and grab this.
Freaking huge. Yeah,
it's
done really well.
Fully expected this to die back. Again, this is from Depot, Aquarium Depot. It is huge, and it's been about a month now, and it hasn't died back. There's actually new growth. So
you just angered the female.
Oh, I'm sure I made a mess.
She's been. Oh yeah, it's fine. I have to put. Just to point this out, here's an AquaClear filter that was brand new that already isn't working. So yeah. I will be replacing this with a Tidal today. So
which we got Tidals. Oh, he's out.
Yeah. So this is the California king snake in shed. Not as beautiful as normal because it's quite brown looking, but it'll be beautiful again soon.
All right, so there you go. Kind of an update on what's going on. We're gonna have a lot of videos coming out. Well, I am rusty because I am saying and a lot more than normally. We
have a lot of work to do. We've done a lot of work. We have a lot of work left to do. I'm excited to get it done. It's starting to come together, and it actually feels like we have an animal room again, which is amazing.
All the boring stuff is done. All the boring stuff with moving and
meat and potatoes,
finding stuff and getting new furniture and bed.
Sourcing things has been fun.
All that's over. Now it's time to focus on these animals and these enclosures. Like I said, there's a lot of cool stuff coming. I wanted to show everything in its current state, and then we'll see what it looks like in 6 months because everything should be really nice and escaped. So
for those of you out there having to move your animal rooms, we feel for you. We feel your pain.
And I ain't helping because it sucks.
No, it's not easy. It's not an easy feat, but we're getting there.
All right, as always, check out our affiliates below if you guys need fish or plants or supplies or shrimp. Check out our affiliates below. Use our codes. You'll get discounts. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about what's going on in here. And I guess we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.